Hello, and welcome to the Ward 2 April News and Updates video edition. The big news from City Hall this week was Mayor Joyce Craig's fiscal year 2022 budget presentation Tuesday night. As the mayor noted in her budget address, between the financial challenges brought about by COVID-19 and the continued downshifting of pension costs from the state to the city, Manchester's fiscal year 2022 budget will be another challenging one to put together. But the mayor's proposed budget is only the first step in the budget process. It is now up to the aldermen to either let her budget become law or to pass a budget of our own before July, when the new fiscal year begins. If past years are any precedent, the aldermen will likely end up passing our own budget, but probably not until June, when the aldermen will have the benefit of more accurate revenue projections. More to come on the budget front during the next couple of months. Here in Ward 2, there are several news items of note. First, after a months-long closure, the Currier Museum of Art here in the neighborhood has reopened as of April 1st. Masks are required and time tickets are recommended. I, for one, can't wait to get back and to check out the two new exhibits that are now on display. Also of note here in the neighborhood, St. Catherine of Siena School on North Street recently announced it will expand its footprint this summer. This new space will allow for a pre-K program for 3-year-olds, enrollment is now open, a science lab, a new library, and an atrium. In other developments, the city's Department of Planning and Community Development recently informed the owners of the illegally operating congregate living facility / sober living business at 296 Orange Street that the property must obtain a variance if it wants to continue operating. More to come on this issue for sure. Stay tuned. On a related note, the topic of illegally operating sober businesses was discussed at the March 16th meeting of the Board of Mayor and Aldermen. Speaking were the city solicitor, the planning director, and the fire chief. I weighed in too. I'll drop a link to the meeting in the comments section below. Speaking of the fire chief, I'd like to say a big thank you to Chief Dan Goonan, a Ward 2 resident who recently announced he'll be retiring at the end of the month. Chief Goonan has served the city for 36 years, the last 5 in his current leadership role. Enjoy your retirement, Chief. You've earned it. I'd also like to recognize Ward 2 resident Chuck Thibodeau, who recently donated this copper American flag weather vane that now sits atop Liberty House Veterans Transitional Living on Orange Street. It looks great and is a fitting tribute to the veterans getting their lives back on track at Liberty House. In other Ward 2 kudos, I'd like to thank Ward 2 resident Junior Manzimi for stepping up to serve as a volunteer member of the City of Manchester Office of Youth Services Advisory Board. Thank you, Junior. And finally, I'd like to congratulate the Hillside Middle School hockey team, which went 6-1 this season, culminating with a 4-3 shootout win over St. Joe's to win the Clem Lemire Championship earlier this week. Great work, team. This month, there are a couple of events here in Ward 2 that I'd like to bring your attention to. If you live in the Wellington Hill neighborhood, or if you just like to join in to make some new friends, neighbors will meet at the Wellington Hill signs at 9 a.m. on Saturday, April 10th to pick up trash on Edward J. Roy Drive, Wellington Hill Road, and Whittington Street. Bags and gloves will be provided. The rain date is Saturday, April 17th. In other Ward 2 events, Webster House is having a month-long fundraiser in conjunction with Van Otis Chocolates to help Webster House raise funds to support its mission to provide a safe haven for children unable to live at home. My friend Donna is part of the fundraising team and could use your help. I'll share a link in the comments below for anyone who would like to donate to this worthy cause and get some tasty Manchester-made treats at the same time. Finally, I'd like to thank Meals on Wheels of Hillsborough County for inviting me to help deliver meals last week to our neighbors in need here in Ward 2. If you can, please consider making a donation to this program, which helps so many of our often unseen neighbors with more than just food. Indeed, for some, a Meals on Wheels delivery is the only interaction they have with another human being all week. With that, thank you for your attention. And as always, please let me know if I can ever be of any assistance to you. It's what I'm here for. You can reach me here on this platform by email at wstewart@manchesternh.gov or by phone or text at 603-361-1379. Stay well.